Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, although the relationship among George and Brenda and young Sheldon might not have officially started as in the Big Bang Theory, it is possible that it will as a result of their encounters. Big Bang Theory viewers know that Sheldon's father will undermine his mother, and everything seemed to start in the Season 4 last. While it didn't really occur at that point, Season 5 carried George and Brenda closer to having an unsanctioned romance when they spent time together drinking at the bar. Brenda unexpectedly proposed that they take off from and go to her house so they could be separated from everyone else themselves. However, as a result, George encountered a health-related crisis and must be taken to the hospital immediately. George and Brenda are the ones in particular who know about what happened that night and not entirely set in stone to keep it that way. Be that as it may, regardless of whether they weren't actually a legitimate fault for anything, their night together set the stage for the Coopers' union would fall flat. In Young Sheldon, returning from the hospital, Mary and George's relationship went to pieces. George, heartbreaking, confessed his discontentment with his life at that point. Instead of conversing, he chose to dismiss his own emotions by asking them to totally fail to remember the whole evening. Of course, he just didn't have any desire to consider his questionable tease with Brenda as a factor in what transpired. Young Sheldon George, after a heated contention with Mary in the Season 4 last, Brenda's undertaking was set up. He at last got into a showdown with Brenda, and their almost tryst was stopped by his well-being scare. Season 5, Episode 19 of Young Sheldon showed George does have a secret. Therefore, it's likely that the two are having intercourse away from public scrutiny before Sheldon discovers them. Tragically, George's refusal to be straightforward with his significant other about his sentiments will just prompt future repressed bitterness towards his ongoing situation. He momentarily discussed these emotions before to his admission in a Season 4 episode of Young Sheldon. Considering this, it's reasonable to assume that he has been bothered by this for a considerable measure of time. Simply put, he would have rather not discussed it with his loved ones. The Big Bang Theory's grown-up Sheldon claims that his father was terrible, which the spin-off obviously refutes. Imagine a scenario in which his inability to address this matter properly leads to a slow weakening in his personality. It could make sense of why Young Sheldon and its parent series have various characters. It was uncovered in Season 6 that the Young Sheldon Brenda and Jiro Jaff Sheldon suggested on the Big Bang Theory probably won't have really happened. This is because Brenda and Mary had a contention in German People's Song and a real grown-up, during which Mary accused Brenda of having an extra-conjugal illicit relationship. Brenda's response and their profound trade, notwithstanding, put this expected conclusion into question. After a heated dispute, the two ladies ultimately confessed their worries to each other. At any rate, this whole discussion seemed to sway them from the Young Sheldon Brenda hypothesis. Since the hospital episode, Brenda and Mary haven't exactly spoken about Young Sheldon. Brenda assisted Mary in getting work at the bowling alley. Mary stormed off and in the long run resigned. Be that as it may, Brenda tracked her down and heard her version of the story, which didn't have anything to do with an undertaking. Mary seemed to dismiss her as the issue that had harmed Sheldon so profoundly as a youngster because she seemed to trust her. Be that as it may, this either proves Brenda lied about having a mistress to address her issues with Mary, or there was a second one. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.